Ever wonder what happens when royal protocol meets modern politics? Well, the internet certainly did during President Biden's visit to Windsor Castle. This was no ordinary state visit. As part of the traditional ceremony, the two leaders were tasked with inspecting the Welsh Guards, a spectacle that usually unfolds like clockwork, but not this time. Something peculiar caught the collective eye of the online world, and it wasn't the grandeur of the castle or the meticulous uniforms of the guards. In the midst of the formal procession, President Biden paused, breaking away from the scripted choreography of the event to engage in conversation with one of the guards. A small deviation, you might think, but in the world of royal protocol, every second counts, every move is calculated. And so the deviation did not go unnoticed. King Charles, known for his adherence to tradition, was seen reacting to this unexpected pause. His facial expression changed, his demeanour shifted, and he appeared to utter something to the guard. The internet, ever watchful, was quick to pounce on this moment. The king's reaction, captured in a brief instant, sparked a wildfire of speculation and debate. Was this a display of royal frustration? Was King Charles scolding the guard for engaging in conversation, or was he merely trying to steer the ceremony back on track? The truth is, royal events are a symphony of precision, timed down to the last second. So, while King Charles might have seemed a bit peeved in the moment, it's highly likely he was just ensuring the ceremony proceeded as planned, avoiding any awkward breaches of tradition. But, in the age of social media, a moment's deviation can become a day's debate. As videos started to circulate, social media users began to speculate, was this a royal scolding? The internet, with its appetite for royal drama, had found its viral moment. And so, the stage was set for a whirlwind of interpretations, assumptions, and of course memes. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into this intriguing moment in our next segment. Before we jump to conclusions, it's important to understand the nature of royal protocol. This isn't your average family gathering or office meeting. We're talking about centuries of tradition, steeped in formality, and punctuated by a strict adherence to timing. You could say it's like a well-rehearsed dance, where everyone knows their steps and any misstep can lead to an awkward stumble. Royal events are not just about pomp and pageantry. They are a testament to the precision and discipline that are the hallmarks of the monarchy. Every detail, from the order of procession to the duration of inspection, is meticulously planned and timed down to the last second. There's no room for improvisation or idle chit-chat. In this context, King Charles's interaction with the guard takes on a different hue. Was it a scolding, or was it a gentle reminder of the rules of the dance? According to royal experts, it's more likely the latter. These experts, who have spent years studying and understanding the nuances of royal protocol, suggest that King Charles was merely trying to prevent an awkward breach of tradition. His seemingly stern demeanour might have been nothing more than an attempt to keep the ceremony on track. Imagine being in his shoes for a moment. You're not just a king, you're a custodian of tradition. Your role isn't just about wearing a crown, it's about preserving the continuity of customs that have been handed down through generations. In the face of such responsibility, wouldn't you too ensure that every T is crossed and every I is dotted? So, while the internet might have had a field day interpreting King Charles's actions, the truth could be far less sensational. What might have seemed like a royal reprimand could simply be a case of royal protocol in action. While it might have looked like a royal reprimand, it's more likely that King Charles was simply keeping the ceremony on track. Yet, as we all know, the internet loves a good royal moment, and oh boy did it have a field day with this one. The video clip of King Charles seemingly scolding a guard during President Biden's visit to Windsor Castle quickly went viral, with it being shared, retweeted and analysed by thousands across various social media platforms. The internet's reaction was just as varied as it was fast. There were those who found humour in the incident, with witty comments and memes popping up left, right and centre. Some likened King Charles's stern expression to a strict headmaster look, while others playfully suggested that the guard might be on royal detention for breaking protocol. The creativity was boundless and the laughter infectious. But amid the humour, there were also serious discussions. Many delved into the details of the interaction, analysing King Charles's body language, tone and even the timing of his supposed scolding. Some argued that he was simply maintaining the strict order of royal protocol, while others interpreted his actions as an unnecessary display of authority. There were also those who critically questioned the rigidity of royal protocol itself. They pondered whether such stringent rules were still relevant in today's world, or if they merely served to create awkward situations like this one. This incident, they suggested, highlighted the need for a more relaxed approach to royal ceremonies. The reaction also extended beyond the public. Noted royal experts and commentators weighed in on the incident, providing their own insights and interpretations. Some agreed with the notion that King Charles was merely ensuring protocol was followed, while others suggested that his actions might have been driven by a moment of frustration. From jokes about King Charles's strict headmaster look to serious discussions on royal protocol, this moment certainly made waves. Whether you see it as a simple reinforcement of tradition or a sign of deeper issues within the monarchy, one thing's for sure: the internet will continue to dissect, debate, and derive amusement from royal moments like this one. So, what's the verdict? Was this a royal scolding or just a moment of protocol enforcement? We've discussed the viral moment, dissected the royal protocol, and observed the internet's reaction. Now, it's time to sift through the evidence and opinions presented to come to a conclusion. In the realm of royal ceremonies, every second counts and every move is choreographed to perfection. The moment in question, where King Charles appeared to say something to a guard, was indeed a deviation from the norm. However, was it truly a scolding, as some have claimed, or simply an adherence to the royal protocol? Let's not forget that we are dealing with centuries of tradition here. The guard's conversation with President Biden, as innocuous as it might have appeared to us, was a break in protocol. In such instances, it falls to the senior-most royal present, in this case King Charles, to ensure the smooth running of the ceremony. While the king's stern expression and swift intervention may have seemed harsh to some, royal insiders argue that it was merely an attempt to steer the situation back on course. They stress that his intention was not to chide, but to guide. On the other hand, we have the internet's reaction. The video going viral, the flurry of comments, the jokes about the strict headmaster look, all these added to the perception of a royal scolding. Yet we must remember that the internet thrives on spectacle, and a mundane explanation is often overshadowed by a more sensational interpretation. So, after weighing all the evidence at hand, it seems more plausible that this was not a case of royal temper, but of royal tradition. The scolding, as it has been dubbed, was more likely King Charles, ensuring that the ceremony proceeded as per the established protocol. While it's fun to speculate, it seems this scolding was more about tradition than temper. And that's a wrap on our royal scoop. As we've seen, the royal world is a fascinating realm where centuries-old traditions intertwine with the modern age. Every gesture, every word, and even the timing of events are meticulously planned and executed. It's a world where a pause for a chat can set the internet ablaze with speculation. So, what do you make of this viral moment? Was it a royal scolding or just a reinforcement of protocol? Was King Charles simply ensuring the smooth running of a tightly timed event? Or was there a hint of frustration in his actions? Were the internet's reactions justified, or were they just another example of how easily things can be blown out of proportion in the digital age? These are all questions that invite a variety of perspectives, and that's the beauty of conversations like these. They give us a chance to delve deeper into topics, to examine them from different angles, and to question the narratives that are often presented to us. So don't hold back. Share your thoughts in the comments. Let's keep this conversation going. Are there any other royal moments you'd like us to delve into? Any other traditions you're curious about? And while you're at it, why not hit that like button? It helps us know what kind of content you're enjoying. Also, don't forget to share this video with your fellow royal enthusiasts and anyone else who might find it interesting. If you haven't already, do subscribe to our channel. We bring you the latest on royal news, trending stories, and more, offering insights and sparking conversations about the world around us. Until next time, stay informed, stay curious, and keep questioning the narrative. Your presence here is not just about passive consumption, but active engagement. So let's continue to challenge, learn, and grow together. See you next time.